Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Dallas Cowboys.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Here we go, set, 30 base.
Can you get the ball right here? Let's go. Check 99, check 99.
6-6, pull it high.
Throwing on first down. Purdy. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Now the extra point try forthcoming. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Fielded about a yard deep. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Pilot, 64, weak.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic.
Ready.
But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Purdy. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Waiting for it back deep, Antonio Callaway. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They'll toss it to Fournette. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now Leonard Fournette. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Ready. 54, right there. 54 miles. Get in the weight room.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his man. That's Hardman. 30. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Mecole Hardman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
We know, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line. Hey, orbit.
Watch Mike.
Gone.
Kill.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Hey, foxtrot.
From the gun, Purdy dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Bam.
Check 13.
Five. Go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Purdy, he's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan, coach. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. Mecole Hardman, 82 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his second touchdown there.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, Purdy. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. This is Fournette. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Mecole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. Touchdown, Jaguars! Antonio Callaway, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Lambeau on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Deep river.
To throw on 3rd down. Purdy escaping the pressure right. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First and 10.
Let's go. 18 Gator. 2 right here. Protein spill.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Get it.
To throw on second down. Purdy nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Purdy. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me. Trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road to be fairly clear
by
the time we have to leave the booth.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fournette. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On the run, it's Fournette. Fournette, first down, still going. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. 23 yards, the pickup there.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Go now. Shit. Safety ending. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On first down, Dobbins. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll run with Fournette. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Purdy looking deep in the direction of Cooper. It's caught inside the 25. A big play here for Dallas. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. 2nd and 13. Steps up, and it's a fumble. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Running left, it's Fournette. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Jags grab it. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. And they will take a knee here. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And they take a knee.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down and goal.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down.
31-yard attempt.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they